So I got this question today as someone joined my Facebook group. And the question is that this person is afraid to put, I'm afraid to put myself out there and seem like I'm pushing for sales or being pushy. Now, I know that this is a fear that I myself still have sometimes, and a lot of people have this fear. So this is very common. If this is what you feel, how you feel, it's totally normal. I just want to let you know that, because even like, I don't know if I hate using Kim Kardashian always as an example, but she like literally prays every single time, like every single day. She has like anxiety because every time she wakes up, she's like, oh my gosh, what are people going to say about me? XYZ 1, 2, 3. So I want you guys to know that this fear is very common, no matter how many followers you have. Even if you have 0, if you have, like, even if you don't have social media, which I know you do because you're watching this video, but like putting yourself out there is scary. I just want to say that that's a known thing. A lot of people struggle with it. You're not alone. So what do you do if I keep looking down because I wrote this down. So what do you do when you're afraid to put yourself out there? So I think one of my biggest struggles, especially, and I still struggle with this sometimes, is if you actually think about it, like, we are more nervous to push out content because of the people that already know us, not the people that don't know us. So the people that already know us, like friends, family, maybe you got some like high school people, college people, whatever, they are more than likely 99% of the time not your ideal client. So what does that mean? We are not producing content for them. Okay? So what does that mean? It means you should not care about what they think about what you're posting, what they say about what you post, or any of their opinions. Because at the end of the day, you're showing up for your ideal client. You're not showing up and like posting about your business, posting about your accomplishments, posting about like helping other people out for people that you went to kindergarten with, right? If you guys are feeling me on this, let me know in the comments, because one thing I struggled with when I first started was I was like, oh my gosh, what is this person gonna think that I like went to college with? What's this person gonna think that I was like in 7th grade math class with? And then if you actually say it out loud, you're like, why do I care what these people think? Because at the end of the day, they're not gonna be buying your products. They're not gonna be purchasing your services, and their opinions mean nothing. Because the point of you showing up consistently online is to provide value to your ideal clients. It's not caring about what Kim from your 2nd grade like math class says or comments about your business, about your services. Oh, what do you do now? What are you up to? Why are you there? Why are you wearing that outfit? Why do you post every single day? It's like, Kim, zip it, right? Like, we need to let go of caring about what people that we're like acquaintances with, friends with, best friends with, family members with say about our business, because our purpose for showing up on social media is to provide value to people that are our ideal clients. Those people that you knew like growing up, that you're just happened to be friends with on Facebook and Instagram, are more than likely never going to purchase from you. Okay? Even your best friends, even your friends and family, they're not going to purchase from you. And that's okay, because they don't have to. You show up for your ideal clients. So if you're afraid to put yourself out there, I think it's a mindset shift. And like I said, I struggled with this too. And I struggled with it a lot in the beginning, because and especially hesitated to post because I just didn't want people around me like asking me questions or caring about what I was doing, because I simply wanted to show up because I knew people out there needed my help. You know when people need your help when they ask you how to do something. So I got that question in another live stream when someone was like, how do I know what online business suits me best? The one that suits you best is the one when people are asking for your help in a specific niche, right? So another part of this question is that they seem like I seem like I'm pushing for sales or being pushy for the sale. So your job as a provider of, okay, so like, let's just say you go through this journey in life, whatever your expertise is, whatever you become an expert in, you went through this journey to acquire this knowledge. Now, other people are seeking you, specifically you, because they're your ideal clients, for your knowledge. They need to learn from you because they can't learn from anybody else, right? So, never, ever, ever seem like you're being pushy. Like, I feel like we need to reframe this mindset. Don't think about it as being pushy for a sale. Think about it in the way where you're like, I need to create products that are going to assist my ideal client on their journey to success. Then, when you create the product, you present it to them. You're not creating something for money. You're not creating it for, fame. Those are just byproducts of when you're on your path, on your own journey, like on your mission with your passion, and you provide a service to other people. When you're passionate, when you're consistent, when you provide great knowledge to people and you package it in a product that people love, that is when money comes. That's when like popularity comes. That's when fame comes. That's when whatever. And it doesn't have to be any of those things. You can't make your intention focused on greed, right? Your intention is on serving other people. So your like moral obligation is to serve people with what you know, because right now they are lacking what you know, right? So what I mean by that is that we need to create products and services, or whatever you decide to do for other people. You need to create that, because if you're not, you're honestly being selfish. And that's not an extremist thing to say. That's what I tell myself every single time. I doubt myself when I want to show up. I, feel like what I say is stupid. What I say might be easy, or it might be like a duh, but I show up anyway. Because if somebody is asking me the question, if somebody is like, even just a beginner, maybe they don't have Instagram, maybe they don't have Pinterest, maybe they, are watching this on somebody else's social media account, they don't have any form of social media. People are at all levels of their journey and they find you for a reason. So if you don't show up on your behalf to help them, you are being selfish. That's just how it is. So I'm going to look at the questions right now. Mark says spot on. Awesome. Love that. Okay. I see a lot of people are on. If you guys are watching now or watching the replay, say hey, drop a GIF, drop me a question. If this is making sense, let me know. If you guys have any other comments or questions, also let me know. I love when you guys I'm not asking you to agree with me on every single live stream. I love when you guys tell me your own opinions and we can make this a conversation. So Mark says, anyone who complains about you sharing valuable content is a dolt. I've honestly never heard of that before in my life. I hope that's not a curse word or anything. But I curse on here anyways, it doesn't matter. Dolt. Gotta put that in my vocabulary, I guess. And he goes, #ignore. Yes. And it's I'm a big believer that people, whatever somebody judges you, they're just revealing their own insecurities. So that's another thing too. I know a lot of people fear the comments and what comments they're going to get before they even post something online. And if somebody says something, it's they're just revealing their biggest flaws within themselves. So that's what I think about that anyway. Casey did the hearts. Hi, Casey. Tamney goes, you can also block them. That is true. So one thing I would have to this is the thing with blocking and constructive criticism. So I personally love when somebody is ignorant to what I have to say, especially if it's somebody that was from second grade, third grade, whatever, and they just make a really ignorant comment. Because if they say something, I think the easiest thing that we could do is just ignore, which is blocking, deleting, whatever. And you can do that. I do that too. I'm not saying that I don't do that. But I think what's even better and kind of a power move is when you inform them on what they're being ignorant on. Because the majority of the time, people are just plain ignorant. They don't know, nor do they care to learn about anything that you're doing. So it has nothing, listen to this, what they say has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. What you're doing is amazing. You can't continue to hold yourself back because of what other people are going to say, what other people are going to think, because people are going to say things. People are going to think things, and that's okay, right? They're not standing in your way. They're just there. They're only standing in your way if you stop posting because of them, which is really bad. Tamney says, I think of it this way. If I don't sell them, then people will miss out on something that can change their business or life, but only sell them if they want it. Exactly. And that's exactly how I think too. It's like I can create products and services and I have them here. So if you want them, that's great. But if you don't, that's great too. Because I totally understand that people are on their own different journeys and sometimes they can't make the commitment. Sometimes, they're unsure, and that's okay. You need to allow your people to come to their own epiphany where it's like, I need your product because it's going to change my life. They need to have that own mindset shift. So you can't force your products and services onto people. You can't force people to follow you. You can't force people to like your content. They will naturally be drawn to it if you consistently show up and they know, like, and trust you, right? But if you only show up once a month, then people definitely won't be able to know, like, and trust you. Adolfo says, hey, what's up? Okay, we got the definition of dolt. Dolt is nincompoop, clown, simpleton. Okay, I know those words, so that's hilarious. Okay, so let's get back to the question. Like I said, if you're watching now or watching the replay, if you have a question, anything, let me know in the comments because I love chatting with you guys when I'm on live. So I'm going to rewrap this around, and then I'm going to hop off. So let me know if you have any questions. So the question again was, I'm afraid to put myself out there and seem like I'm pushing for sales or being pushy. You are never pushing for sales. If people are asking for your help, you create a product and they need that product from you. You are simply informing them that you have the answer to their problem, okay? So being pushy would be cold messaging people, making them feel uncomfortable and, buying their product from you, which I know a lot of business coaches do, which is absolutely horrible. I've heard some like horror stories and I feel absolutely terrible for anyone that's ever gone through that. You only push for sales when you make other people feel uncomfortable with buying your product. So I also know a lot of MLM people do this. They present their product to somebody, the person politely says no, and then you continue to be like, well, ... It's like, no. When someone says no, they mean no. Like, I'm not interested. Thank you. That's nice, right? But don't continue to push and be like, I need you to give me your money. It's like, no, that's not your ideal client. Go to somebody else, right? I think we need to get over the thought that we need to force people to follow us, to like us, to buy from us. It's like the people that need you will buy from you. But if they say no, do not force people to buy something from you. That's horrible, okay? And I know a lot of people do that. I'm not saying it's any one of you guys that's gonna watch this video, but I know it happens. And it's absolutely horrible. So don't manipulate people to buy products from you. If somebody says no, they're not interested, they don't have the time, they don't have this, they don't have that, let them go. Why would you want to work with somebody that already says no? That's like somebody that like you like and you're just like, hey, you want to go on a date with me? And they're like, no. And then they're like, well, you want to go on a date with me? Do you want to go on a date with me? Do you want to go on a date with me? Do you want dinner? And it's like, now you're just being crazy. Like, I don't want to. So like if you ever like take a step back and think about it in a different situation, you realize that you might be acting a little crazy. But you're never being salesy, sleazy, or pushy if you're providing a product that people actually need and want from you, okay? And that's going to help them on their journey. So how do you know what that is? They're asking for it. They're asking you to create it. They're asking more or like your opinion on it. They're asking like, are you going to create this product? Like if they're asking, that means they're interested. So one, you need to put yourself out there, regardless of what people say, think, or do. And two, you're not being pushy only when the person says no. So those are some key takeaways that I want you guys to really write down if you guys are taking notes. Is you're never ever being pushy to somebody that actually needs your help. You're only being pushy to somebody that says no, and that's it. So I'm not gonna like keep rambling on, but if you guys love this video, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I love when you guys watch the replay, ask me comments, just say hey, drop a gif, make me laugh, do any of the above. I love that. So leaving Vegas today, gonna be in the car rant tomorrow at my typical time, which is like around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. So I hope you guys love this video. If you guys have any questions for future live streams, also drop them in the comments. So I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. I'm gonna spend my last few hours walking around the Vegas Strip, and you guys can follow me on my Instagram story at Kylie_Francis. If you've never been to Vegas, I take a lot of pictures, probably annoying, which is like afraid to put myself out there. You can't care what other people think. You gotta just do what you wanna do. I like taking pictures. So I'm gonna infiltrate my Insta story with like 20,000 pictures, and I'm not gonna be sorry for it. So yeah, that's it. So you can follow me on the gram if you want to see Vegas or what I'm up to. So I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow in my car rant. Bye guys. Hope you guys have yeah, I just need to hang up. Bye guys.